end. We've been in a month end. Congratulations to all those that were able to achieve their monthly set goals. So if you had been able to set some goals and you are able to achieve them, I want to start by congratulating you upon that. And to those who probably set goals and maybe did not achieve them, there is always another chance. There is always another chance, a new month, a new beginning, where we can be able to do some reevaluation and find out exactly why did we set goals and we didn't manage to achieve them, so that when the new month is starting, you are able to actually achieve those goals that you could have set. And like I think I said previously in one of the meetings, one of the biggest mistakes that we couldn't do is to always start the month and you have no goals, you have no targets to hit. It's very, very important that every single month we have goals, we have targets that we've been able to set for ourselves, and we are working towards the achievement of these goals and targets. Every single time you have goals and targets to achieve, research has it that even when you don't achieve the targets, but as long as you are striving hard to achieve those targets, there is something special that happens. There's something special that happens. In fact, the other time I was sharing in a meeting and I was telling someone that, working so hard in your life and you start earning commissions of 2 million, commissions of 3 million, commission of 5 million, commission of 10 million shillings. Actually, what is even most important is not the 10 million shillings that actually comes on the commission, but what you've been able to become in process of earning that commission of 10 million shillings is even what matters most. So the goals that we always set, I don't know whether my network is okay. Let me see. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my network. Suddenly things just cut themselves off. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens, but probably soon I need to find a solution to make sure that I don't keep on getting these inconveniences. Okay, so what I was mentioning earlier is that at the end of the day, it's important to have these goals. It's important to have something to actually strive towards every single month, because when we have these goals and targets, what we become in process of achieving these goals and targets is actually way much important than even the target itself. I mean, every single time you set a target to actually to do a 3 in 30, every single time you set a target to achieve a 3 in 30, you're going to speak to many people. You're going to speak to many people. You're going to have quite a number of disappointments. You're going to have quite a number of quite a number of I mean, you're becoming you're becoming a better presenter. You're becoming a much better presenter. You're improving skills. You're growing in skill in terms of inviting. You're growing skills in terms of so there are quite a number of things that you actually you get when you have goals. So the biggest mistake that you can do as a distributor is to actually start a month and then you have no targets that you would want to hit. So it's very, very important every single month we have targets, we have goals, and we strive hard and harder to make sure that we achieve these goals and targets. And that's why one of the things that as Team Lion Kings, one of the things that we always emphasize and say is every single month, our targets, our bare minimum targets, every single month, it is 250 personal points. That is number one. 250 personal points, those the points that you do, from your customers, the points that you do from the products that you use personally. That is the number one target. Then the second target is to actually work so hard to make sure that you do your 3 in 30. Your 3 in 30, that means you have introduced 3 people personally. We've gone through all these numbers before, through these trainings before, and I have always told you that if someone strives to do a 3 in 30 every single month, if you do a 3 in 30, by the end of the year, you will have sponsored 36 people. Okay, now we are already in the month of May, 4 months gone. So those are 12 people minus the 36. That means at least if you did a 3 in 30 every single month, by the end of the year, you will have actually sponsored at least 24 people. Now, there is not any single person that is going to sponsor 24 people personally. And then you're also striving hard and also working hard to make sure that you duplicate that system. You duplicate that in your team. There is not any single way on how you're going to remain a distributor. There's no way how you're going to remain a senior manager or an executive manager. You will automatically become director. There is not any single person that I've had that sponsored, that became director by sponsoring 1, 2, 3 people only. No. Every single person that I have personally worked with, every single person that I personally know that has become director, he has sponsored at least over 20 people personally, or minimum of 15, I could say. So the more people that you're able to sponsor personally, the more chances of being able to become director. So let's work towards these targets. 250 people, personal points every single month. It is something doable. Something doable. I mean, on my printer right now, I have 2,800 personal points. How did I do it? I started by having a goal of doing 100 personal points. Then I set a goal of now to start doing 200 points, then 500 points, then 1,000 points. Today, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 points will come automatically because I have grown in scale. And that was what I was telling you. Every single time we have these goals and targets, when we strive to hit these goals and targets, we keep on becoming better and better and better. And as we become better, even the results also begin to become better. So let's make sure that we strive to hit some targets every single month. Now, our topic today is the power of numbers, understanding numbers. When Mike Van Venter visited recently, his message to us was numbers. Numbers. We need more numbers. We need numbers. We need more people on the team. New Life pays us not for recruiting people. New Life pays us for building a network of people using products. If you are going to become a manager, and not just a manager, but a manager who qualifies every single month, you need to have numbers. You need to have people on your team using products. If you are going to step up to senior manager and be a solid qualified senior manager who qualifies every single month, you need enough people on your team using products. If you are going to become an executive manager who is qualifying every single month, doing 2,000, 2,200, 2,500, 2,000, 3,000 points, then you get to 4,000 where you become director. You need to have enough people on the team using the products. Now, that's why we're saying every single month, a 3 in 30. Every single month, a 3 in 30. And not only are you doing a 3 in 30, but you're also teaching your team. You're also teaching your team to do a 3 in 30. A 3 in 30 means you're bringing 3 people personally, and they are buying products worth 100 personal points for their personal use, or for them to start building a customer base. That is what it means to do a 3 in 30. And luckily enough, every time you're doing 3 in 30, there's a step-up dinner. Every time you do a 3 in 30, the company is giving you free products. So there are even rewards. The company even knows the importance of doing a 3 in 30. So the best way how to play around with numbers, the best way on how to increase the numbers of people on your team, it is by doing a 3 in 30 every single month. As a manager, to be a very good qualified manager who is doing 500 points and above, 800 points, and you're becoming a director, you need to have a minimum of 10 people on your team. 10 people on your team. Now, 10 people, I'm looking at probably 10, for you to do 500 points comfortably. I'm looking at, if you have 10 people, that means each of those 10 people is doing an average of 50 points. That is a Pro Vitality, 1 LDC, maybe 1 Care, or even 1 G1 Laundry. Now, that would simply mean that you have 10 people on your team. They are all using the products, so you can comfortably do 500 points and above. And by the way, if there is anything that I've learned recently, last weekend, we had, not this last weekend, the other weekend, we had Andrew Johnson, the director of sales, East and West Africa. And then we had Fred Kasia. Fred Kasia is the head of operations and the director of sales, the East Africa. These guys were talking about consistency, that at every level you get at in this business, you need, if you are to enjoy that level comfortably well, you need to be consistently qualified. You need to be consistently qualified at that level. If you are a manager, consistently do 500 points. If you are a senior manager, consistently do 1,000 points and above. If you are an executive manager, consistently do 2,000 points and above. If you are a director, consistently do 4,000. If you are a SAFA director, consistently do 4,000, 10,000. You actually cannot think of, if you are a manager, you cannot start thinking about becoming a senior manager if you're not even qualifying as title. You need to first be consistently qualified as a manager. Then you now think about becoming a senior manager. If you're a senior manager, if you want to think about executive manager, you need to first and foremost build a solid team to be consistently qualified as a senior manager for you now to think about executive manager. If you are an executive manager and you now want to become director, you need to first be consistently qualified as an executive manager. Then now you can actually think of becoming a what? Think of becoming a director. Now, if you are going to be consistently qualified at these levels, then you are going to make sure that you master the numbers. Manager between 10 people to 20 people on your team. Those are 10 to 20 people. I am talking about 10 to 20. I'm talking about people who have registered, people who you have sponsored into the New Life business, and they are consistently using the products on a monthly basis. Then if you are a senior manager, you need to build a team. You have 1, 2, 3 managers on your team, and then you have a team between 20 to 30 people, 40 people. If you have a team between 20 to 40 people on your team, That means that you will consistently be qualified as titled as a senior manager. And on top of that, you will also actually be building and becoming an executive manager. Now, to become a solid executive manager, you need to have a team between 40 to 60 people on your team. That means on those 40 to 60 people, you have managers like 5, 6, 7 managers. You have senior managers like 1, 2, 3 senior managers on your team. Now, that is what it means to have to be a solid executive manager. And you know, when you're a solid executive manager, you know, we always give you these statistics. We tell you that when you are an executive manager earns between 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, all the way to 1.2 million shillings. What is the difference between an executive manager who earns 400,000 and an executive manager who earns 1.2 million shillings? An executive manager who earns 1.2 million shillings is a very solid executive manager. This is a manager who has like this is an executive manager who has like 1, 2, 3 senior managers on the team. He has like 1, 2, 3, 5 managers on the team, like 5, almost 10 managers on the team. This is an executive manager who earns 1.2 million shillings, even 1.5 million shillings. Is an executive manager who has like 30, 40, 50 people on their team, and is even not just doing 2,000, but is doing about 2,800, 3,000 what? 3,000 points. Numbers. Today during day I was teaching, I was showing different categories of directors. I hope, and by the way, you people, if you have passion for this business, if you have love for this business, and you really, really want to build this business, all these platforms are meaning the WhatsApp platforms, our YouTube channel. We also have a Facebook account where we post these recognitions and all that. Please follow that information. There is a lot. These WhatsApp groups, they are very, very good sources of trainings. Very good sources of training. Today I was teaching, I was showing the difference. We always say there's a directors. A director earns between 1.5 million shillings all the way to 3.5 million shillings. I posted a director whose commission is about 4.3 million shillings. And then I also posted a director whose commission is about 2 million shillings. But then there's also a director who will earn 1.5. What is the difference between a director who earns 1.5 million shillings and a director who earns 3, 4, 5 million shillings a month? What is the difference? The difference is numbers. Numbers. We need to understand numbers. New life is a game of numbers. We need to understand. A director who does about 1.5 million shillings a month is a director who has like 1, 2, 3 legs, 4 legs. He has not been consistently doing a 3 in 30. But a director who has consistently been doing a 3 in 30 every single month, he is doing a 3 in 30. Every single month is doing a 3 in 30. Perhaps he's a director who has like 20, 30 legs. That director can even go to 3 million shillings, 4 million shillings a month. Now, let me tell you something. When you develop a manager, when you are a director, when you have a manager, every manager, you earn about, if you develop a manager, you earn about 350,000, which is roughly about $100. When you are at a director level, every manager you develop is about 350,000. Now, if you are doing a 3 in 30 every single month, let's say you get to a level whereby you have 10 different people and you have 10 different managers. 1, 2, 3, 10 managers on your team. As a director, that is a commission of about 4 million shillings a month. 4 million shillings a month. Whereas someone who is earning 1.5 years, 1, 2, 3 legs, is not doing 3 in 30. Perhaps they were very lucky. They sponsored 1, 2, 3, 4 people on their team. And these 3, 4 people, they bought into the vision, they loved the business, they understood the business, and they went ahead and built the business seriously. And they became senior managers. You have one executive manager and the 2 other senior managers, and you're doing 4,000, you become director. That's a commission of about 1.5. But this person who is doing 3 in 30 every single month, the commission is bigger. Now, to be a solid director, if people who are on this call, if you're looking at becoming a director, you're looking at having a team between 50 people, 80 people, 100 people and above. 50 and above people, a team of over 50 people. Unfortunately, Badru is not on this call, but if Badru has been sponsoring every single month. Badru's team should be of almost 100 people right now. I think Badru must have hit over 100 people right now. Badru, this month as we speak, Badru already has 6,000 points. 6,000 points. Remember, we said director, you do how many points? 4,000. But because Badru keeps on sponsoring, because Badru's numbers have grown, Badru is not only doing 4,000, is now doing 6,000 points. Why? Numbers. And now when he starts doing 6,000, 7,000 points, I'm sure by the end of tomorrow, he could be having 7,000 points because we have up to about midday, completely close the month. Now, I am quite sure that as more numbers keep on growing on Badru's team, more numbers keep on growing, more numbers keep on growing, more managers are coming up, more senior managers are coming up, more executive managers are coming up, then he's also going to start now having directors on the team. Do you see how he becomes a wealthy member? Why is Badru now doing 6,000 and now becoming a wealthy member very soon? Why is he having managers, senior managers, executive managers being developed? Numbers. The team has grown. The team has grown. 3 in 30s. 3 in 30s. What is the difference between my business, me as me, Justus? What's the difference between my business and the Mike Van Venter's business and the Charlie Bolton's business? Numbers. Numbers. Why would Charlie earn a commission of $350,000? Numbers. Numbers. The guy has a very, very big team. The guy has been doing 3 in 30s ever since he got started. He's now 45 years old in New Life. 45 years old in New Life. But up to today, Charlie Bolton is still doing a 3 in 30. Charlie Bolton is still sponsoring. Charlie Bolton is still inviting people. Charlie Bolton is still doing demonstrations. Charlie Bolton is still adding names into the name list. Guys, let's do this. We can do this. Is it very hard? Of course it is. It is hard. And everything hard, everything easy, it starts out in a hard way. When I was starting, you need, Okay. So when you are starting out on any skill, when you are starting out on anything, it always becomes a little bit hard. But then as you continue keeping on, trying and trying, it keeps on becoming easy and easy and easier. I always love using this statement that success is a game, success is like a game. It's a game. It's just like football. The more times you play, the more chances of winning. The more you win, the better you become at winning. The more times you play, the more chances of winning. The more times you win, the more and better you become at winning. When I was starting out, I needed to speak to like, let's say, for me to do a 3 in 30, or for me to do 100 personal points, I needed to speak to like 100 people in a month. Sometimes I would even speak to even more than 100 in a month for me to do 1, 2, 3, 5 people sponsored, for me to do my 100 personal points. But then when I kept on becoming, I kept on trying, I kept on talking, I kept on talking, I kept on improving, I kept on growing in skill. Today, for me to do a 3 in 30, I would need to speak to like 20 people. This month, I've already told you, I've done about over 3,000 personal points. Over 3,000 personal points. Actually, that when I look at the total points that I've done personally, the total points that I've done personally, they are 4,000 points. Personal points from my customers. But I can tell you, I have not looked for any new customer. Just through servicing my customers, just through servicing people calling me, by the way, my Pro Vitality is finished. By the way, I need Super Grow. By the way, my LDC. By the way, Super 10. By the way, G1 Laundry. By the way, my mother has this. My mother has this. My father has this. That's how comfortably I'll do the 4,000 points. My network right now, my team of customers, we are now over 3,000 customers. But it all began by one person. So when you are starting out, it's a little bit hard. But when you keep on building it, when you become intentional and keep on giving it your best and keep on pushing, keep on having it as a goal, keep on having it as a target, it keeps on growing and growing and growing. It keeps on getting easy and easy and easy and easy. And soon you actually become a pro. You become a pro with time. So ladies and gentlemen, numbers. New life is a game of numbers. The earlier we understand this, the better. The difference between a manager and a senior manager and executive manager and a director, a SAFA director, why Joseph's business has become, has gotten to SAFA director, and now he's doing, I saw he's now doing about 12, 13,000 points. Soon he's going to 20,000 points. Why? Numbers. Numbers. He has more people on the team using products. And how do we get these numbers? Through talking to people. You know, I was told when I was a senior manager, I learned about this, that there are only 3 laws in New Life, 3 laws. And once you understand these 3 laws and you respect these laws, the 3 laws, and you practice these 3 laws, you are going to become a master. You are going to build a solid, great business. Now, law number 1, for you to succeed in New Life, for you to build a great business, law number 1 is talk to people. Talk to people about the products. Talk to people about the business. Talk to people about travel and lifestyle. Talk to people about changing their lives. Our mission is to raise entrepreneurs to reach their full potential. I don't know how many people you talk to every single day. Today, every single time someone meets me and says, so tell me, what are you doing? I tell them I am an entrepreneur. My mission is to raise entrepreneurs to reach their full potential. I spend my time teaching people on how to build part-time businesses for part-time income. That's my mission, to raise entrepreneurs to reach their full potential. I don't know how many people you tell our mission statement every single day, but I say it every single day. Every single day. So law number one is talk to people. Law number two, for you to be able to succeed in your life, for you to be able to have a great business. I mean, we are traveling. We're traveling to Istanbul, Turkey. Well, our visas delayed a bit, but they came today, thank God. We're traveling on Sunday. We will be returning on Sunday. That's a whole entire week full of holiday, fun, lifestyle. Why are we traveling and you're staying behind? Numbers. We have bigger teams, but the good news is you can also build a bigger team. You can also build a bigger team. Numbers. Numbers. Law number two, talk to people. Talk to people about the products. Talk to people about the business. Talk to people about travel and lifestyle. People love traveling. People are viewing my statuses and like, my goodness, I want to travel like you. What can I do? I tell them, look, come join me. Come and I show you how you can build a business that gives you 1, 2, 3 vacations every year. Guys, we are traveling to Zanzibar in October. We are traveling to Zanzibar in October. When you become a director, we are going to pay for you an air ticket. When you become an Emerald director, everything is going to be fully covered. Directors only get a free ticket, they pay their own accommodation and everything. When you become an Emerald director, everything is fully covered. Zanzibar. And if you don't want if you don't want us to pay for you, then you're going to pay 1,950,000. By the earlier we pay this, the better, because we are going to, it is going to be fun. We are going to enjoy ourselves in Zanzibar. We have all the way up to August, because by August, we want to have paid air tickets for everybody. Guys, let's work for this. What is what must we do? We need to talk to people. Law number two is talk to people. Law number three to succeed in this business. Law number three is talk to people. Talk to people. If law number one doesn't work, apply law number two. If law number three doesn't work, apply law number three. And if law number three doesn't work, come back to law number one. Practice talking to people, talk to people, until you become better and better and better. Talk to people. Talk to people. Guys, it's possible. I know we can do it. It has been done before. People have done it. We have done it. We know you can do it. Let's talk to people. Let's grow the numbers of the people on our teams. Let's grow. Let's build an empire. Let's build a team of product users. That's where the money is. Talking to people, building a network. That's where the money is. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope and believe that this has been helpful. If you really, really want to build a business, make sure that you become so intentional at building the team. Know that this is a business of numbers. Thank you so much and have a blessed evening.